indeed, yo. You're there. 601, 47 seconds. You are about to start listening to Sitting with Gianluca here at Radio Free Brooklyn. It is 601, 58 seconds. It means you're about to start listening to Sitting with Gianluca. I am Gianluca. I will be sitting with you till 7 p.m. Also sitting with me today is Demus Whisper. I have no idea how to introduce him, actually. Let me see. A DJ, a veteran of the house music scene. Digital Memory Music label was his record label for a while. He started as a promoter. He has played everywhere from the Paradium, the USA, the Tunnel, Limelight, Roxy, everywhere that you ever wanted to go. And this, by the way, is part... It's not what I usually play, but every now and then I like to do a section called Turn Me On, where I invite someone who doesn't play the type of music that I play, and they turn me on to what they do and make me like them. That's the general idea. I'm going to start off, and then I'm going to have Demus say a thing or two. So I'm going to start off by playing a hot track of Demus that he wrote and produced. Then I'm going to put him on for a second, and I'm going to talk a little bit more. So that's the general... that's a general plan that's going to happen in the next 59 minutes. So here it is. Demus Whisper and Breaking My Concentration. Oh, God, I know the feeling. Here it comes. Here it doesn't come. Huh? Oh, hey. What is happening here? Oh, here it is. Holy moly, there. My guest here at Sitting with Gianluca, Demus Whisper. And this is going to be a completely different show from what you might have heard, but not really, because I do this every month or 6 weeks where I play something completely out of my depth. So right now, this minute, before I explain the show, I'm going to put Demus Whisper right now and introduce himself on Demus. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me, Gianluca.
No, thank you for coming. You are a veteran par excellence and an amazing mixer, and I really like your stuff. I'm going to just explain to you what you're doing here, and kind of what I'm doing here, although I actually don't know what I'm doing here. My sort of wheelhouse mostly is American roots music. Songs, I love lyrics. I adore lyrics. I love a well-crafted lyrics. I love well-crafted lyrics by people that are wiser than me. And when I listen to them, they can hit me onto life and to and just to life and to understanding people. Sometimes they write about homeless people. I understand homeless people. So anyway, that's my thing. I am going to play, and thank you again for coming here.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm really happy to have you. We're going to do all you in a second. This section of my show is called Turn Me On. And the idea is that you're going to turn me on to what you do, because I really like it. I don't understand it. I don't know the history, and I don't know the culture, and I don't know the background. So, you are going to turn me on to what you do. I'm going to play what I usually play actually a lot of New Orleans funk, like hard, deep funk, and R&B and blues and a whole ton of things. But I'm not going to play that right now. I'm going to play, there was an amazing songwriter who taught me a lot about life just because of the lyrics he wrote and about the people he wrote about, called Guy Clark. He's considered legendary. I was very lucky to have interviewed him 3 times. I saw him play like 20 sometimes. And so I'm going to play a little bit of... This is not one of his deep songs about sort of growing as a human being. This is kind of a song that I want to fit in with what we're doing because it's fun, it's enjoyable, and it's a little bit upbeat. And I'm going to... before I play it, it's called Picasso's Mandolin. But before I play it, I'm going to play one of the times I interviewed him. He explained this song, and it was a wonderful explanation. It's all about, as an artist, you'll understand, it's about taking risks. That's the idea of the whole song, is about taking risks, which, if you're a good artist, that's what you do. So I'm going to start off playing an excerpt of an interview. He's passed away, sadly, since. I'm going to play an excerpt of him telling me about this song, and then I'm going to play the song just so you get an idea of how distant we are in our musical acumen. And then turn me on, like expand my mind, feed my head. To quote a 60s band, right? Jefferson Airplane. Okay, so here's just Guy Clark telling me about Picasso's mandolin, followed by him playing Picasso's mandolin. Here it goes.
Now Picasso said in 1910, I'm gonna paint me a mandolin.
I don't hear left.
Okay, I am going to start here again. Here at Radio Free Brooklyn, I have to say, we do everything live. I'm not talking about live and edited. I'm talking about live and live. Things occasionally go weird, and that's fine. So I'm going to try that again. So let's see if it comes out of both channels. Oh, yeah. Here it comes. Okay, we're gonna might hear a little bit of a prequel of what he's talking about, but
Very succinct. It's very tidy. There's no bullshit.
okay.
Nothing.
So
away,
just so
and
just so not to move around the cursor too much. This is him talking about one of. Oh, here it comes.
In 1910, I'm gonna paint me a mandolin. Could be cubes, it could be curves. I like to mix the paint with nerve. I load my brush and fire away. Paint me a hole in the light of day.
I got taken with the mandolin at one point and decided I wanted to learn to play it, and went and found the cheapest mandolin I could find. It was made in Korea. It kind of looked like an F-style mandolin, And I had it in this little room I wrote in, and I was writing with these two guys, Foster and Lloyd, and smoked a big old joint. I was just screaming stoned. And got to looking at that mandolin, and it was really out of shape. I mean, it was really just oddly shaped, and it looked like the Koreans had got a painting by Picasso of a mandolin and used it for the plans. Hence Picasso's mandolin.
I always figured it was a bit also about taking risks,
Well, it is. That's exactly what it's about. It's called poetry.
All right, I did it again. Okay, I'm gonna play Picasso's mandolin. Like I say, it's live radio. This is, you know what it is, Demus? I do not want my listeners to think that this is all pre-recorded. So I want them to understand that this is live radio. So here is Picasso's mandolin coming up in just a second. Let's see if this works now. Okay, let's see.
Sometimes I don't.
Wearing a smile.
Told you it would work.
Now Picasso said in 1910, I'm gonna paint me a mandolin. Could be cubes, it could be curves. I like to mix the paint with nerve. I load my brush and fire away. Paint me a hole in the light of day. Well, you can play it straight or play it from left field. You got to play it just the way you feel. Come on, boys, and play it again. Play it on Picasso's mandolin. Well, it's coloring books and drinking wine. It's hard to stay between the lines. Now, there ain't no rule if you don't break it. There ain't no chance if you don't take it. Said the damnedest thing he'd ever heard was trying to learn a thing from a mockingbird. Well, you can play it straight or play it from left field. You got to play it just the way you feel. Come on, boys, play it again. Play it on Picasso's mandolin. Picasso said before he died, there's one more painting I'd like to try. Well, the doctor held his breath and then Picasso nailed a mandolin. He's born in Spain and died in France. He was not scared of baggy pants. Well, you can play it straight or play it from left field. You got to play it just the way you feel. Come on, boys, play it again. Play it on Picasso's mandolin. Play it straight or play it from left field. You got to play it just the way you feel. Come on, boys, play it again. Play it on Picasso's
Wow, indeed. So anyway, that's what I usually play. So that's what I usually. That's what I usually play. I also play deep funk and a lot cooler stuff than that. But that's the great legendary Guy Clark playing his playing a song that was inspired by a puff or two. I would have to say Radio Free Brooklyn in no way promotes this sort of behavior. Puff or two of herbal cigarettes. So there you go. Guy Clark, Picasso's mandolin, as explained to Gianluca. If you just tuned in, by the way, you are banging, almost in the middle of listening to Sitting with Gianluca. The station is Radio Free Brooklyn. We are broke. I mean, broke, like broke. So if you have any shrapnel in your pocket, any loose change, and you like us, please drop it in the hat. We really need it. We are a community. We run teen programs. We train teens about media literacy. We will also, if you have a podcast that you have bouncing around your head, we will not only we will supply you with a studio, with an engineer. We will edit it. We will produce it, edit it, and distribute it. And all you have to do is contact us. You might not want to do it all. You might want to distribute it yourself or have your own engineer. That's up to you. You talk to us. We'll figure it out. But we need your help. If you want to donate, please do so. RadioFreeBrooklyn.org or .com. Donate button. Nothing is too small. Nothing is too big. Just so you know. And really, if you're considering of doing a podcast, I will say it's fun as hell. So anyway, you are listening to Sitting with Gianluca. This is the Turn Me On section of it. I do this every month or 6 weeks, and where I get someone in the studio that turns me on to a genre that I just don't know anything about. And it just so happens I have a veteran here. So, and I'm very, very happy to have him here, Demus Whisper. He has been doing this for how many years, Demus?
95.
95. That's, do the math for me, please.
24 years?
Wow, you're as bad as math as me. I think you're right.
No, that's 24. Yeah.
That's 24?
Yeah,
okay.
Basic math.
You're not as bad as math as me. So we're going to play something of yours. But a little bit about yourself. Like, you've always been a DJ, right?
Well, since 95 I started, but I got into the club scene like in 1990.
And, okay, so can you tell me what 95 sounded like in the clubs?
Hard, fast.
Oh, hard and fast?
I mean, especially the stuff that I was playing from the UK. Most of the stuff that I was playing was from the UK. A lot of UK hard house. Okay. Stuff like inspired from the club trade and turnmills, like 140 to 160 BPMs. Oh. Even the house and the techno, was a lot faster. There was no CDJs, there's no laptops, so you're playing straight vinyl. Ah. And now it's convenient because everything's the same BPM. You can mix deep house into techno. You can do that back in the 90s because the techno is bumping at 140 BPMs. The house is 120. Mm-hmm. There's no way you're shifting that to get it on beat. So I was playing basically one or two genres, like UK hard house into like a harder techno or hard trance because it was all fitting around the 140 BPM to 150 is where I was sitting at. But then also I was playing, like even Brazilian house at one point because I had a residency at the Spring Street Lounge, I believe, on Thursdays. And that was really cool. Straight vinyl, had my partner Jose, and, it was really fun. All right. But, I had a different style. Like, I don't know. For me, I've never just had one particular sound. Like, I like going from house to deep house to techie stuff to even trancey stuff and then getting hard. I don't really like sitting at one genre for a whole hour. It's just too boring. You know what I mean?
So, for those of us, including myself, that don't know BPMs, what is 120, 40, or 60? I mean, I'm trying to think of. Let me see. The Clash, maybe. What BPMs would they be?
I don't know, maybe like 70, 80 BPM.
Oh.
That's yeah. Well,
So,
I
okay.
think so. I don't follow rock.
No,
much,
but I mean,
it has to be around
if
now.
we were listening to like a really hard Sex Pistols songs, like a fast Sex Pistols, or the Clash, White Riot, let's say, for example, what would that? Oh, shall I play a little bit of White Riot? Let me see if I can bring that up. Just to give us an idea of, especially me, and just to give us oh, excuse me a second. Again, live radio. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. The Clash. White Riot. So this is a fast Clash song. And you can give me an idea of what this...
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help.
Sorry about that. Sometimes we get those crappy-ass commercials, don't we? All right, here we go. Here's White Riot. Or a bit of it, anyway. So just as a reference point, Demus, like, what would this be? Like, how many BPMs would this be? Approximately.
Maybe 140, because I think punk rock is a lot faster.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, this one's though.
yeah, around 140-ish.
Okay. Oh, so when you were playing in London, did you play at Trade Turnmills?
I wish. I've never even been to Trade, but I mean,
Yeah.
I was very seduced by the music. You know, it was coming out very fresh. Nobody was really playing that sort of music, and then we got them to come to Twilo, and we got to hear the late great Tony Devitt play. Steve Thomas is one of my favorite DJs. Yeah, I mean, we did a couple parties at Twilo with those guys, but it was, you know, fast and furious. You know, it's 140, 150, go up to 160, playing New Energy, Tin Rib kind of music.
All right,
but very intense. You know, it's slowed down now through the years. Where yeah, I mean, I don't really hear that kind of that speed anymore, unless maybe you go into a hardcore show, you know, an industrial show where, you know, there's DJs playing like, you know, hard banging industrial techno playing around 140 BPMs.
Okay, slower than the Clash.
Yeah.
So were you DJing vinyl only at the time?
That's the only format they had.
Yeah,
back
there
in
was,
the
right?
90s.
Yeah,
there was no.
Well, there was no
CDs.
MP3s.
Yeah,
there was CDs though, right?
I mean, it came after, you know, but in the mid '90s there was no CDJs from what I remember. I mean, then I left that around 2007 and got into Tractor because you can have a computer with MP3s, but then still use turntables with the vinyl code. So that was intriguing. But then I don't know. I felt like when you're going into a club, it was It was a pain in the ass, basically, to go into a dark nightclub with a laptop, and now you're fidgeting with all these cables with a flashlight, and and kind of fucking up the DJ before you, which you have more. If I was doing a whole night from 6-hour set by myself, I would be intrigued to bring a laptop, because then I can have all my music there, and you have just a lot more capabilities of what you can do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You could be more creative, in my opinion. You could use 4 decks. It's
4 decks on vinyl
with like using something like a tractor.
Yes.
Okay.
I
still use Tractor when I do DJ mixes to put out, because
Tractor's the software Tractor.
Yeah,
just
great.
For people like me that don't know.
Yeah, it's great. But now it's just like, once you get CDJs, it's like I just want to come in with my USB stick and that's it.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Because at this point, most of the places that you're playing for have a Pioneer 900 Nexus mixer, so it has a ton of effects already. So, if I can have 3 CDJs and just a Nexus done, I'm good to go.
Mm-hmm. I just want to impress you for a second, that I used to go to trade.
Oh, my God. God bless you. God bless you.
It used to open at 4 a.m. And it would go to, I can't remember, noon or 2 or something
Definitely,
like that.
Yeah, in the afternoon, of course.
And it was fast. I remember it being fast. I'm clueless with BPMs, but trade. Well, I went in the early 2000s, so that might have been past when it was really cool to go. But still,
it's still going good. Yeah, you're definitely hearing 140, 150 BPMs.
Yeah. It was. I had many good nights. Made many good friends there, and everyone was really cool. It was very underground, actually. It really was not. They never advertised. You kind of had to know about it or be brought there or and stuff like that. So I am going to ask you at this point, can you bring me in? I have some SoundCloud stuff up of you. Can you bring me into one of your tracks? Maybe we'll talk about it and you can tell me what you're doing in it or what you're trying to accomplish in it. Is that a fair question?
Yeah, that's cool. I'd like to bring up first the intro track that you dropped. That's a collaboration I did with G-Ron called Breaking My Concentration that we did in, I believe, 2013. That's signed to my record label, Digital Memory Music. So right now, it did really well back then with the harder DJs, guys like John the Dentist, they were putting it on their podcast. So I'm actually going to be putting that out again, but with some new remixes. Just because I played it recently and a lot of people were like, wow, what is this? And I was like, well, it's a track that I did like 5 years ago on my label, but it's a small label, so it didn't really blow up. But I think now with some new remixes to give it a, fresh new sound with the remixes. But yeah, that track's 130 something BPMs.
Okay, well, this is live radio. As I've mentioned a few times, this is Radio Free Brooklyn, sitting with Gianluca, my guest, Demus Whisper. And I'm super grateful for you doing this, I have to say. You might have to awkwardly just come around and find Breaking My Concentration, if you don't mind. So come right over. Tell me where it is, and I will hit play. And then you tell me exactly where it is. Big picture. Not that one. Oh, we played that already?
That's the first track.
So we're not going to play that again.
You want to play it again?
No.
Okay, so then put this.
Pick another. Oh, and so right now, Demus, he's found a different way to look. Okay, can you, before I play this, can you tell me anything about this? When you did it, why you did it, what you were trying to accomplish, and if you think you did accomplish it?
I didn't accomplish it because it's still not done. So basically, I stopped making music probably like around 4 years ago. So I started the label, got hot with it, had a lot of producers from around the world on the label, from Thailand to Manchester, basically deep house, deep tech house and techno. That's kind of like the three genres I like to float around with. Like I enjoy playing, so we had them on the label. But I have a lot of unfinished tracks, like a lot of producers do. That now that I relaunched my label, that now I'm back into making tracks again, because I figured it just makes sense now, you know?
Yeah, right.
And plus, I think when you're single, you have a lot more time to focus on you and music, you know what I mean? Give more effort and focus to it. So I just got back into producing. So right now, like I said, I'm going to relaunch Breaking My Concentration with a bunch of new remixes, and then also go back into my folders and pick the ones that really pop out to me that I want to finish and complete, and then throw them out to the label or shop them to a different label. But yeah, between that and all the events that we're doing.
We're going to talk about that too. But you mentioned one thing that I cannot let go. Record label? You got a new record label? Is that what you said?
No. So I relaunched my record label.
Okay.
I started my record label, I believe, in 2013 when I first launched
Name, please?
Digital Memory Music.
Okay.
And then we were doing a lot of parties by the record label at Tilt, Digital Memory Music, mostly mainly techno though.
Okay.
So yeah, we just came out about a week or so again with the relaunch with my old partner Giron that I made the Breaking My Concentration record with. So he's going under the alias Parallel Preservation, and he just put out a really badass 5-track techno EP called the Abyss EP. 5 tracks of techno, very spacey, a lot of different it's techno, but like 5 different genres of techno on each track, so I really love it.
Ooh. If we have time, maybe you can take me into the 5 genres of techno.
Okay.
But your record label, let's not tease. Website, Facebook page, Instagram. What's the how would anyone get in touch with your record label and find out?
I mean, they can always hit me up on Facebook or email me at demuswhisper@gmail, or
Okay.
Demus Whisper on Facebook is always a good option. Then you could also type in Digital Memory Music and it'll all come up.
Okay.
We're on Beatport, so you have all the tracks on Beatport under Digital Memory Music. So that's how basically you can find it out right now.
Demus spelled Demus.
Yeah.
Whisper or just Demus?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. So what is it? Demus.com?
Well, I took the site down because I stopped making music for a few years. So
Is it up now?
It's not. It's not up
it's
now.
not.
No.
Okay, never mind.
But I'm also going to be doing Bandcamp. I really like Bandcamp.
All
so,
right.
I have a distribution label called Proton in Los Angeles. So I use them to put all the releases out on Beatport, TrackSource, Juno.
Yeah, right.
Track It Down. So I mean, we're everywhere, but I always give Beatport a 2-week exclusive.
Okay. So you're overground, underground, overground. I'm going to grill you on that a little bit because I want people to get in touch with you. So I'm going to start playing Demus Whisper, a different way to look. We could talk while this is playing. Actually, are you comfortable with that? And you can tell me what you're trying to, or you want to tell me now what you're trying to accomplish. Well, tell me a little bit about this track.
It's something again that I didn't finish, so I still need to go in. Do I mean it's mostly finished, but when a track sits for like about 3 years. And then you hear with fresh ears, comparing to what you're playing right now, I'm probably going to want to tweak it or add something to it to see. I mean, but this track, when I was making it, I kind of wanted it to sound like, have like a little bit of a 90s feel to it. So that's my interpretation. It's like a deep house track with a 90s hint to it.
Okay. So I'm going to play it right now. So this is my guest here at Sitting with Gianluca, the Turn Me On section of Sitting with Gianluca, where you realize that Gianluca hasn't got a sodding clue about this type of music. But I rock ass about other things, but not this. So, all right, Demus Whisper, a different way to look. I guess this is like an exclusive, all right? Exclusive right now.
Could be.
Good enough? Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Let's go. Oh, what happened there? That's not part of it.
That's dark.
Alrighty. Oh, anyway. Can you introduce that last track that we played?
So the last track, again, that's unfinished. It's something that I was working on. That's called A Different Way to Look.
All right.
I do want to finish because I do like it. But
Bloody wonderful.
We're going to tweak it out, and then I'll throw it on my record label.
Alrighty. I told you I went to trade, right?
Yeah, you did. I'm impressed.
I just wanted to impress you. I'm sorry. I know I play country music here at Sitting with Gianluca, and I know I play cowboy songs and stuff like that. But I just wanted to like hang out with the cool kids for about a minute. If you've just tuned in, you've almost missed, because we're going to play out with a long track. You've pretty much missed Sitting with Gianluca here at Radio Free Brooklyn. I do really, really want to thank you for taking the time to do this and to listen to me. Sitting with me has been Demus Whisper, veteran DJ. We could talk for God knows how long about this, and you could teach me so much about this. I have to say just a couple of things, that Radio Free Brooklyn has an app that you can download. It's free. No, you do not have to pull out any jingly jangly shrapnel from your pocket. I will be back next Wednesday, 6 p.m. right here, Radio Free Brooklyn. Sammy, Teens Take the Mic with Sammy will be on in about 10 minutes, just a little bit under 10 minutes. So Demus Whisper has been sitting with me for the last hour. I'm going to leave him the last word. Demus, you get the last word, because you're doing a whole ton of really cool things. I want to know about them. Speak or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, so the next party that we have coming out is on Sunday, September 15th at $3 Bill, which is at 260 Meserole Street in Bushwick. So that's going to be a day party. It's a Brooklyn decompression party for all the burners that are coming back from Burning Man. Yeah, it's a day party, 3 to 10. It's going to be indoors and outdoors. Admission is only $10, and we got a hell of a lineup. Half girls, half guys, but all like the badass burner DJs that are playing the scene, the circuit here in New York. So definitely come to that.
Who's playing? Is it anyone we might know?
Well, you got myself playing. We also have Ife playing. Sanam
being a
playing.
guest on this show, as a matter of fact.
That's right. That's how we met.
3 weeks. Well, anyway, it's in the archives if anyone wants to listen to it. Ben Jamming actually has been on the show. I don't know if he's playing, but he's also a DJ that has been on the show too. So who else?
Yeah, we got Beat Kitty, Dion, Giacomo, Holly, Michael Trotter, Chris Lee, Sundance Kid. Yeah, it's a ton. It's like 14 of us playing, But
oh my God.
It's an hour each. It's, we got 7 DJs outside. We got 7 DJs inside. It's going to be really cool. Come out. It's kid friendly. It's just jamming out. It's such a beautiful space to the $3 Bill. Really love it. And then next month we have a really big party that we initially did in January in Long Island City called The Jungle. So we brought the Pex guys from Philadelphia over. Davidson Espina, Every Day, Nordvalk, myself, Peter Ribau, and the Sundance Kid. So now we're doing the second part, which is going to be October 5th on Saturday at Bogart House from 10 to 4. Grab your tickets right now. They're only $25.
Hey.
Then we're also going to be doing the after hours for that in Bushwick, which I will announce probably by next week where the location's going to be. But it's going to be walking distance to Bogart House. And my headliner for that's going to be Grammy Award winner Hex Hector. And I'm working for the rest of the lineup. Who else is going to be on that? So that's going to be really cool, October 5th.
Okay.
And if you do go to the first jungle party at Bogart House, you'll get definitely reduced admission for the afters, which is going to be really funky.
Holy moly. So how is there any way we can get in touch with this information? Is there a Facebook page or anything?
Yeah, I mean, you could go on my DJ the artist page. It's facebook.com/Demus Whisper DJ, or if you want to add me as a friend, it's Facebook/Demus Whisper, all one word. So we'll all the DJs are pushing it on their personal pages and artist pages. But yeah, add my page or add me, and I'll keep you up to date.
Well, I would be remiss if I did not spell correctly Demus Whisper, because it sounds Demus with an A, but actually it's Demus.
Yeah.
Correct?
Correct.
Whisper, Whisper. So, pronounce Demus, I guess, phonetically. Demus Whisper.
Correct.
Did you say Instagram account or?
It's all Demus Whisper.
It's all Demus Whisper.
Yeah, Demus Whisper.
Demus Whisper.
Correct.
That would be Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I am going to sign off right now. If you've just tuned in, you have just missed Sitting with Gianluca here at Radio Free Brooklyn. Sitting with me has been Demus Whisper, man, and it's been fucking... excuse me. It's been really wonderful. Thank you, Demus. Really, honestly, thank you. I have really enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
I am just going to say my Instagram, which is Sitting with GT. You can get in touch with me. I love hearing from people. I reply to every single comment that comes to me, or email that comes to me. I reply 100%. I do not take this for granted. I really, really appreciate you that you take this hour to sit with me and listen. And I'm going to tell you again, Demus Whisper, I've really enjoyed it, and I really want to thank you for being here with me.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
So we're going to play out with what now?
The puzzle that I have signed to Norman Hines' label in London, Stripped.
Okay, here it comes. You've been listening to Sitting with Gianluca here at Radio Free Brooklyn. Teens Take the Mics is going to be up very shortly. And here is Demus Whisper, The Puzzle. Okay, I'm going to do that again because it is live radio. So, yeah, I know. This is how human beings... Demus, you work with computers, right? Yeah. Computers don't do this sort of thing. Now, human beings do this sort of things. And I'm a subhuman being, and I do this sort of thing all the time. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to sign out with my guest here at Sitting with Gianluca, here at Radio Free Brooklyn, Demus Whisper. Let me see if I can do it properly. Is that right? Did we do it?
I hear it on the headphones.
All right. Thank you for listening, guys. We're signing out with my guest here at Sitting with Gianluca, Demus Whisper, and this is the puzzle clip.